Hello everyone, I am Amit and I welcome all of you in my channel again. This is my second video where I am going to talk about the rule of capitalization. Our today's topic is very important for those students who lack in writing, and this writing can be their school, college or any competitive exam. This is going to help them so much. So let's see the first rule. It's written here, first letter or first word in the sentence should be capital. Now what I'm trying to say here, let's say I'm writing a sentence that Amit goes to market. Now if you see here in this, the first letter, actually there is another rule in this sentence that I'm going to tell. First letter, if you see, the first letter is A, first letter of first word. So this is the first letter and Amit is complete first word. So first letter of first word should be always capital. Now let me write another sentence here. There was a king. Now there was a king. If you see in this sentence, the first word is this and the first letter is T. The first letter is T. Now this is capital. So whenever you write a sentence and whenever you start it, first letter should be capital. Now I know that there can be some confusion in students' mind, and that confusion is, sir, let's say that I have written a sentence and I stopped one sentence here and I start another sentence, then what to do? See, I said if any sentence, first letter or first word of any sentence. Now I have written this sentence. Now my second sentence is, there was a king, he was very brave. Now if you see in the same one, I started another sentence. Here I ended the sentence with full stop. Now I started another sentence. Now see, if you see, this is a complete different sentence. I know this is the part of it, but it's a complete sentence. Now here again, first word and first letter is capital. So even if you write a story after full stop, whenever you start sentence, first letter or first word should be capital. Now this was our first rule. Now let's start with our second rule. So our second rule is, first letter of name should be capital. First letter of name should be capital. Now whenever we talk about name, name is divided in three parts: first name, middle name, last name. That is our different topic. Just I'm telling you for some information. And some people have only first name, some people have first and last name, and some have only some have first, middle and last also. Now if you see here, I have written Sonu Kumar Yadav. So in all names, see, this is the name, this is a complete name of one person, but name is also divided in three parts. So if you see the first S, K of Kumar and Y of Yadav, it will always be capital. Whatever name you have to write. So I can write another name also, like Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan. Now again, Shah Rukh is the first name, Khan is the last name. Now S of Shah Rukh is capital, Khan of K is capital. We can write any name, and whenever we write the name, first letter should be capital. Now sometimes it happens that there are some people who write their name in short form, and that is called like S.K. Yadav. in this also, the first letter, we are writing only first letter, it will always be capital. So this was our second rule. Now let's start with our third rule. So if you see here, third rule is whenever you write the name, whenever you write any day or month, the first letter is always capital. Like I can write here. So if I write, I will go to Delhi on Monday. Now if you see here, this part, Monday, I have, this is a day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and whenever you write, the first letter will be capital. Here Monday, you can write Monday, you can write Sunday, you can write Saturday. All the first letter will be capital. Now same rule with month also. So if I want to write the same sentence, I will go to Delhi on Monday in December. Now see again, M is capital, December, D is capital. So first letter will be capital of every month. Here you can write December, January, February, March, April. See, all first letters are capital. So this was our third rule. Now let's go with the fourth rule. So fourth rule, you can see I. Now whenever we write this I individually, it will always be capital. Let me show you how. So I want to eat ice cream in December. I want to eat ice cream in December. Now there are many I's actually. One I, second I, third I. But if you see, only this I is capital, but these are I's, these I's are not capital. Now you can say, sir, this is the first letter. Yes, definitely. But even if I write this I not in the first place, like he and I are going for shopping. See, in this place, I is not first, means I is not the first letter or first word. Still, this is capital. And here other I's are also there. So whenever you write this I, individual I, which represents you, like I can say, I am Amit, I am a boy, I am going there, I am eating this. So whenever we talk about only this I, if it is representing you, so it will always be capital. And here it doesn't matter what the place is. So it can be at first, it can be at third, any place. So this was our fourth rule. Now let's go with our fifth rule, and it is written here, city and country. Now here it's not only city and country, actually it's a place. Not here, you can write a small place also. Okay, it can be a district also. So if whenever we write the name of any place, if I write I live in Delhi, I live in Delhi. So this D is capital actually. write it capital. I live in Delhi. So whenever we write the name of any city, first letter of that is capital. Now this can be our country also. I live in India. So whenever you write the name of any country, the first letter is again capital. Here India, America, China. So here any country, okay, it can be small country, a very big country. America A capital, China C capital. Now it's not only a city and country, it was just a heading. If I want to write like I live at Dayalpur in Delhi. Now if you see here, so Dayalpur is not a very big place, it's a very small place, but still I have written the first letter capital, and Delhi is a city or state that I have written here. Or I can maybe Dayalpur is not famous, so here I can write I live in so here I can write I live in Rohini. Now Rohini is a big place, but it's smaller than Delhi, because it is a part of Delhi. Now again R of Rohini is capital. So whenever you write any place, it can be city, country, state, any district, or even then smaller than district or village also. If it is a name of that place, you will write the first letter capital. So it was our fifth rule. Now let's start with our sixth rule. And the sixth rule says, whenever we talk about nationality and whenever we write any nationality or languages, we write the first letter capital. Now if you are confused what is nationality, nationality is like I live in India, so I'm an Indian person. If the person who lives in China, he is Chinese. The person who lives in America, he is an American. The person who lives in Africa, he is an African person. Now I can write here the example. So I am an Indian person. So Indian is my nationality and the Indian of I is capital. So this is my nationality, the complete, this is my nationality, and the first letter is capital. So let's, if I write he is an African person. So again, see, the person who lives in Africa, their nationality is African, and the A of Africa is African is capital. Okay, now let's go for the languages. Whenever you talk about or whenever you write any language, the first letter should be capital of that language. Example, I speak English. I speak English. So English is a language. E capital. Okay, this is the language, complete language, and first letter capital. Now if I write I or they speak Hindi, again Hindi is a language, and the first letter H is capital. Here H is capital. Now I can write so many languages, like they know how to speak Chinese, C will be capital. They know how to speak Sri Lankan language, I do not know what language do they speak. So whatever the language is, we will write the first letter capital. Now this was our 6th rule. Now let's start with our 7th rule, so which is proper noun. Now what is proper noun? This is a different topic. In general language you can understand if something has its real name, so it's proper noun. Like if I say mountain range, mountain, so Himalaya, it's only one, it's proper there, so it's a proper noun. Okay, and other things, the opposite of proper noun, generally we say it's common noun, that you can see. Now whenever we talk about proper noun, we consider these things. And if I really tell you, so the last part where I talked about place and city, state, so this that can also come under this. Now whenever I talk about any mountain range and mountain range and mountain, it has also difference. So let's say that if I write there are many mountains in Himalayan range. So here Himalaya is not small, Himalaya is very big. Whenever we talk about any mountain range, what is mountain range? So if mountains are here, so there are so many mountains. This is a range of mountain, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th, like this. So whenever we talk about any mountain range, so the first letter of that mountain range should be capital. I have written Himalayan range, so H of Himalayan is capital. Similarly, I can write another sentence here about a mountain. So Himalaya is very big. Now whenever we write the name of any mountain, first letter should be capital. Now here you can write Aravalli, Andes, or so many mountain or mountain ranges. The first letter will always be capital. Now second is continents, river, the next river, ocean, sea, monuments. So continents I can write here like Asia, South America, Australia. So whenever you write any continent, the first letter will always be capital. Same with rivers, Ganga, Yamuna, Amazon, or any river, first letter always capital. Next, ocean, sea, monuments. So whatever like I have given these examples. Now whatever ocean you want to write, okay, like Indian Ocean or Pacific, again Indian Ocean I will be capital, Pacific P will be capital. Let me write here Indian Pacific. So again Indian Ocean I capital, Pacific Ocean P capital. Now the next is sea. Here like if I write any sea, so South China Sea, Okay, Atlantic. So again, South China Sea, first letter capital. Okay, and the last is monuments. You can write any monument. Again, Red Fort. Here I can write here Red Fort, Taj Mahal. Okay, so again first letter capital. Okay, so this was our 7th rule. Now let's go with our 8th rule. So the 8th one is titles. Now whenever you say Mr., Doctor, Mrs. or any title, if you use Mrs., Ms. or Master, Miss. Okay, so whenever you use any title, the first letter will be capital, as you can see here. Now I just want to add one thing here, that is position. Here position. Now many students want to know this, that whenever we write the position of any person like president, PM, chief minister, should we write it capital or not? So behind this there are two rules. We write it capital also, and sometimes we do not write. Now when to write capital, when not to write, let me show you. So whenever we write the first letter of that position capital like this, now whenever we talk about positions, so our next rule is title, rule 8. So whenever we talk about these titles like Mr., Doctor, Mrs., Miss, Master, any, so first letter should be capital, like Master, Mr., and capital, Doctor, D capital, Mrs., M capital. If I write Miss, M should be capital, Ms., M should be capital. Okay, now this is very easy, but with this the next rule is there. Whenever we talk about position means when you have a post. So let's take example for this. For this rule of position, I have two cases. One, when we use this capitalization. Second, when we do not use. So if you see in the first one, we use it. In second one, we don't. Now what are those cases? So first, if you see, I am writing this letter to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now if you see, I wrote this position first, Prime Minister, and then I wrote the name of Prime Minister. Now I represented this person, Mr. Narendra Modi, first with the position Prime Minister. So whenever we represent a person with his position first, then the first letter of his position should be capital. But if I see, if you see Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister, took a very big step for startups. But if you see here, first I take his name and then I have written his position. So in this case, I already introduced him with his name and then I am writing his position. So the rule is very simple. Whenever you write the position first and then name, so then their position will be in capital, not complete, only the first letter. Only the first letter. And when you write the position after their name, then it will be in smaller case. Very simple. Now this was our 8th rule. So let's start with our 9th rule. If you see here, two words are written, acronym and initialism. Now let's understand what are these first. You know, sometimes when any name which is very big, like Indian ISRO, so if I write it completely, Indian Space Research Organization, I hope I'm correct. So this is a very big name. Now it is difficult to speak big, so we make the short of it. ISRO, NASA, USA, NSA, PK, for any name. Now, you know, we think that all are same, but actually these are not same. These are also categorized in two parts. One is acronym and second is initialism. So what is acronym? If you see, if I read ISRO, NASA, it seems it's a complete word. If someone listens this word ISRO, he may think that ISRO is a word and it has a meaning. Like we have so many words. Read. So ISRO, read, book. Yes. So we think these are words. But if you read this USA, NSA, PK, here we are reading the complete name, the complete word. But here we are reading letter by letter. USA, NSA, PK. So whenever you find any short form, any name in this way, where we can read it completely, like ISRO, NASA, it seems like it is a word. So these are called acronyms. Okay, and whenever you see this, so all the first ISRO, actually these are the first letter only. I is, I can write here, like if I write the full form of ISRO, Indian Space Now this is the complete name, Indian Space Research Organization. So I is here, S is here, R is here, and O is here, and these are the actually first letter. So whenever you see on any acronym, it will be always in capital. Now similar with initials, whenever you see USA, United States of America, NSA, National Security Advisor, PK, Pintu Kumar. So whenever you see these things, this will always be in capital. So this was our 9th rule. Now let's learn the last rule of the day, and here I'm going to talk about which we should not capitalize. Till now we were talking that capitalize this, capitalize that, the last one. So here if you see common nouns, if you remember I was telling proper nouns, like Himalaya is a proper noun, it is situated. Common noun, like I can say boy. Now boy can be anyone, like Amit is a boy, Sonu is a boy, Mohit is a boy, Rohit is a boy. So boy is a common noun. Girl can be any, Pinky, Rinky, Shweta, any. Now whenever we talk about common noun, we never capitalize it. Second, seasons. So if you write any season, like winter, summer, autumn, or any, this will not be capitalized. Okay. Next, subjects. Whenever you write any subject, English, Hindi, you will not capitalize. But let me add one thing. If these things are written, in the first place, like let me write here, first is now if you see, I have written common noun here, like these two are common noun. This is season and this is subject. See here, if you may say, or you may say this situation also, that sir, you said common noun, season, subject, we do not write capital. See here, if these words are in middle, if these words or if these things are in middle, then we do not capitalize. But if these are in starting, and here another rule is working, which is the first letter of first word. In all these, the another rule is working actually, because here boys, B is the first letter of first word of this sentence. Girls, G is the first letter of first word of this sentence. Same with winter and English. Okay, so in this case, if these are the first letters of first word, then definitely this will be capital. If these things are coming in middle, then you will not write these things in capital. So thank you for all of thank you to all of you to watch this video. Keep watching it and keep supporting. Thank you.